Hi everyone, this is Sherelle with Crafting Gifts, and today I am working this morning on my Just Because quilt. And if you want to know a little bit more about it, go to Corinne's channel with To Be Loved by Treasures, I think is her video channel. But yeah, if you type in Just Because quilt, you should be able to find Corinne's video. I am actually putting my two pieces together today. I sewed the middle, the wadding together, and I pinned my backings together here. It goes the whole way down the center. I worked with it in two different pieces the whole time. It's kind of hard to show because it's really big, but I will try to span it around. Sorry for the bumpiness. But yeah, so I'm actually piecing it together, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing, because now I'm going to work on the front. I'm going to unpin these pieces here and join. Hopefully they will join up. If I calculated my fabrics, some of them I made a little bit longer than others, so then I will finish sewing these pieces together, and I just have to figure out if I want to move her top or underneath. So hopefully I don't go out of shot here for you, so you can see what I'm doing. And I might have to trim some of them off. I might have left some a little bit long. It's just constantly of rearranging the fabric. Okay, it looks like that's supposed to go underneath, but it's a little bit too long, so I'll trim that. I hope you're all doing well and finding time to craft. Maybe you're sewing right along with us. Hope you all had a happy Easter. We just had an Easter weekend. Both of my children were here with their families, so that was a lot of fun. I have one little grandson. He's a new addition this past fall, so that was exciting. I think you can still see that okay. And then this is my centerpiece. I kind of did the whole quilt around this here piece, this embroidered piece. It was a pillow top from my grandmother, and she had given it to me before she passed away. So I kind of tried to do like feed sack material, like some of these quilt patches. Also, this one down here in the corner was from her. A lot of feed sack fabrics of what they would have used in their time. And yeah, I just kind of went with it and tried to go with the colors that kind of matched the quilt pieces that I had acquired from my grandmother. So we're just gonna move on down the quilt here a little bit further. I'll slide this down so you can see. I'll just keep pinning and unpinning until it fits. Kind of give you an idea what it'll look like. Yeah, I think you can see what I'm doing down here at this end. So then the next thing that I need to do is finish sewing. Like here, I did a lot of canter. I gotta finish that and do this one so that it all joins together and becomes one piece. It was done in panels. I had, Corinne had started out by doing 12 panels. Kind of like blocks, and then you pieced them together. I kind of worked with half of the quilt at a time. Like I did this half first and then this half, and then I yeah, just kind of left some of my pieces longer so it would blend in. And I did embellish with some laces. I still have a few more pieces of lace to put on, but I tried to use all antique lace. I had some from my grandmother, some lace. This was from her right here, this hair piece. And then I picked a few up, like that piece I picked up at a flea market. This here piece was picked up at a flea market. But yeah, and I wanted to get my quilt completely together to see if I needed to put any more lace on. I kind of like some of my fuzzy bits here, but this is feedstock material here. I had to supplement a little bit. That wasn't feedstock, but it was like a pillow ticking. But yeah, all in all, very fun project. So I basically have to do now is just stitch this middle section all together to make it one piece. In the back, I used all feedstock fabric. It's very faint. Some of them have a little bit of some coloring on, but not very much. It washed out a lot. There's a little bit here, some words, but yeah, not a whole lot. And I think I'm gonna leave the fuzzy edge sticking out. I'll just sew maybe 2 rows of sewing to hold that down. I don't think I'm gonna decorate the back of it. I might change my mind once it's done, but we'll see. Yeah, so yeah, like this here, up here, this was a patch, or over here, you can't even see this one. This was like a patch that was to a quilt that never got finished. This here was old linen. Here's an old patch too. This one never got into a quilt, never made it. Yeah, and this one here, this one is made out of feed sack fabrics. Yeah, I had quite a few feed sack fabrics. There's a few that aren't feed sack, but yeah. This here was a, this here part was completed by my grandmother, but she never got a center on it. And I just took it and kind of quilted around each petal and put it on a feed sack fabric, a plain colored one. And then I put this little tiny border around it. Never did anything with it, so I felt perfect. I'm gonna throw it in my quilt. I think I'm gonna make a yo-yo. I'm not sure if I want to do a lace, kind of like this lace over here. I love this here kind of lace. I think I might do that in the center of the flower, or maybe just do a yo-yo. I'm not sure. We'll see how I finish that off. So hopefully I will give you another update. Takes a while to get this done, so hopefully next week or the following week I will do an update for you guys. But thanks for watching, and I hope you find time to stitch as well. All right, bye. Okay, I'm back, and here's the finished Just Because quilt inspired by Corinne. And I laid it out on my bed, so excuse the rest of the stuff that's underneath the quilt. Get an overshot of it. Pretty happy with it. Turned out pretty great. I'm gonna zoom in on some of the spots. I embellished it with some lace. This is the center of the quilt. This was from, this here embroidery was from my grandmother's quilt pillow top that I took the pillow apart. It was disintegrating, and so I thought I'll use the embroidery piece that was on it. Hopefully that's in focus for you. Some more patches, quilt blocks. I finished this one off with a lace doily, crochet doily. So way across the top. Yeah. And down at the bottom. And across. So yeah, that's the finished product. And then the back, I did the binding patchwork kind of style, as you can see there. Just different widths. I think it looks great. You know, some pieces are wider than others. Yeah, that's how I finished it off then. So yeah, it has the old feed sack fabric, the plain, the solid color. So yeah, all right, thanks for watching.